Hello everyone and welcome back to our Tai Chi course. Today we will be continuing with the first kick, which is kick to the right. So let's adjust to where we ended up last week. 45 degrees, bend down a little bit, heel with no weight at a fist distance, point with no weight at 45 degrees, shift the weight forward. Now one hand is at the level of the nose, the other hand is at the level of the waist. So you can see it here. I'm going to be here. This is taming the horse from above. Now, what are we going to do? Left hand is going to go over the right as, look that I do a little circle. And I place my left hand over the right. And here, my hands are centered. Elbows should never be one higher than the other, okay? Left hand over right, and I pick up, okay? So let's do that again. So if I'm here, I'm gonna do left hand over right and pick up. That's one. Okay, let's do it again. Left hand over right and pick up. Now my left is on top of my right. Now I'm going to do a circle with, I'm going to circle up. So watch my hand movement. Look, I just rotate my forearms. This part of my arms, I'm just rotating it. And I go high. I shouldn't open close to my head. No, I should open, go as high as I can. And then I open. That's the arm movements, okay? So, watch. Above my head, and then I open. Then I go down, and my left is going to be on top of my right. So watch. First I was here, then I go left over right, and I pick up. And I open, and I'm at an angle right now. If I'm doing in the direction of the form, this would be straight. Here I'm going to be in an angle, and it's going to be 45 degrees to the corner. So when I pick up, I'm here. Left over right, circle up, and here I'm going to do left over right again. My left is on top. So here my left is on top. So when I do the circle, after I picked up, and my weight, I should feel my weight 100% on my left leg. So I do circle up, circle, and then left over right. And here I go down. When I put my left over right, I just put my weight a little bit more, a little bit lower, but 100% on my left leg. My right leg is only supporting. Then I'm going to rotate up. And as I rotate up, so pay a lot of attention. When I do this, I go down a little bit, left over right, and when I'm bringing my arms up, I have to imagine like my elbow is lifting up my knee. So my elbow is lifting up my knee. And that is when I'm going to go above my head again. And then I'm going to kick. Okay? Doesn't have to be a high kick. It can be a high kick if you can raise it as much as you can. You can do it as a high kick. But it doesn't have to be a high kick. So let's do that again from the beginning. I'm here. Pick up. Right over left. Left over right, I mean. I circle up. And I circle down, and my left is on top of my right. And when I go up before the kick, I'm just rotating my forearms. I'm not doing this. A lot of people do this mistake, and they rotate. No, they stay the same. All I'm doing is a rotation of my forearms. So I go up, and then I open with the kick. Just so you know the end already, when I finish, my left hand is going to do a half a moon, and I'm going to finish in the same position like when we did Peng Lu, Chi, and we finish here. This is the position we're going to finish in when we finish the kick. So if I'm here, pay attention. Left over right, circle up, left over right, then I rotate my forearm, I lift up my knee, hands above my head, and then I kick. Then heel with no weight at a fist distance. Point with no weight, change the weight, and as I change the weight, I finish with half a moon. I inhale, I exhale. I swallow saliva. Let's try that again in this direction, okay? So, left over right, circle up, circle down, left over right, hands rotate, forearms rotate, knee goes up, it's pulled up by my elbow. I go with my knee as high as I can, and then I open and I kick with the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heel with no weight, point with no weight, change the weight, and the left hand does half a moon, and I finish here. I inhale, I exhale, I swallow saliva. How does that look if I'm doing it with not a high kick? Don't worry, you don't have to do a high kick. Left over right, circle up, open, feel your body open, circle down, left over right, then rotate your forearm, then you kick. You can do a little kick, a low kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heel with no weight, point with no weight, and forward. You inhale, you exhale. Swallow saliva. Let me do it in this direction. So we're here. Tame the horse from above. Left over right. Circle up. Circle down. Rotate the forearm. Bring the knee up. Kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heel with no weight. Point with no weight. Change the weight. Belly button forward. Inhale. Exhale. Swallow saliva. Let's do it in this direction like if you were doing it behind me, okay? You will do this. Circle up. Left over right. Rotate the forearms. And then hand over the head. And you would kick. Heel with no weight. Point with no weight. At a fist distance, change the weight and forward. Inhale. Exhale. Swallow saliva. Very good. That is the right kick, the first kick. Please practice that for this week. I hope you have an excellent practice, and I'll see you next week with the following move, which it's in Spanish, my master will call it golpear orejas con los hombros. It's hitting with the head with your arms. So hitting the ears. So we'll see that next class. Have a great week.